First, you need, you're watching my channel. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget you can subscribe, share, like, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the PayPal button. Well, there's no PayPal button. You'll find it though in my description. The description's right below this stream. Hit the description and you will see the PayPal link. Click that and you can donate via PayPal. All donations welcome. Terrence Crawford versus anybody around his weight class, to me, the best fight he could have, the most competitive fight he can have, is with Jerome Boots Ennis. It's not with Tim Tszyu, because Tim Tszyu has less experience than Jerome Ennis. He's been a world champion after Jerome Ennis. Okay? So, the best guy, Jerome Ennis is a much more skilled fighter than Tim Tszyu. Okay? He can fight in multiple styles, unlike Tim Tszyu. The best possible fight you can get right now in boxing at around 147. So we're talking 154, we're talking 140. Is Jerome Boots Ennis versus Terrence Crawford. Because Terrence Crawford did not face Boots Ennis is now the IBF champion. Terrence could try and become undisputed yet a third time by beating Jerome Boots Ennis. I don't think there's anybody else, not even Jermell Charlo, I think, that gives Terrence Crawford as competitive a fight as Jerome Boots Ennis. That's the truth. And that's why everybody wants to see that fight. And that's why Floyd Mayweather really, when he mentioned the David Benavidez thing, he was really just trying to show how ridiculous it is. And that you got somebody in your weight class, Terrence Crawford, you got somebody at 147 who is willing and ready and able to fight you. And you're just not facing that guy. You're not facing that guy. All right? And we get this so much in boxing. Now, let me explain a couple things so people will understand. And this is why I said it's ironic. When Terrence Crawford was in Jerome Boots Ennis' shoes, when he was chasing after Errol Spence, Errol Spence had become unified world champion. Now, Errol didn't have to face Terrence Crawford. He could have moved up to 154 and went on to fight other fights. But Errol Spence believed in the best facing the best. And so Errol was a man of his word and faced Terrence Crawford after he had beaten everybody else at 147. The irony of the situation, and even hearing Mr. Bernie, whatever his name is, Bernie the Bully or whatever his name is, hearing him say there's not enough money to face Boots Ennis is such an ironical thing. Terrence Crawford couldn't sell shut your mouth when it comes to pay-per-view. The pay-per-view star, the pay-per-view draw was Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. started off by saying there ain't much money in fighting Terrence Crawford, but yet he made that fight happen. Terrence Crawford got a very good payday in spite of the fact that he wasn't the draw, he wasn't the dude who made the money and brought in the box. So to hear Mr. Bernie the Bully on Mill City say there's not enough money, put up the money, is so ironical. You got a guy at welterweight in your weight class, in Terrence Crawford's weight class, which he was undisputed in. Who wants him? Who wants to face him? And just like how Terrence Crawford wanted to face Errol Spence Jr. And now Terrence is making excuses not to face Jerome Boots Ennis. It's so ironical to me. He wants instead to jump up 3 weight classes and face Canelo Alvarez. So Floyd Mayweather called out his bullshit. That's what Floyd did. And a lot of y'all saying Floyd's hating on Terrence and blah, blah, blah. No. Floyd is saying there's a guy, just like how you were the guy, in your division that needs a shot. We all believe Terrence will ultimately, in the end, win that fight because of his experience, etc., etc. A guy who switch hits just like Terrence Crawford, but Terrence Crawford knows. He knows, just as how whatever the guy's name is, that's not an easy fight. He knows it, and it's a young buck coming up. He knows it's not an easy fight. Risk versus reward. Talking about he want to get a payday. There is a payday in the young Jerome Boots Ennis facing you, Terrence. Yes, you beat the man, Errol Spence Jr., but you did not defend your undisputed title. The only fighter so far to defend their undisputed title in boxing today is Devin Haney. You never defended your 140-pound undisputed title, and you're about to not defend your undisputed 147-pound title. What's the use? Everybody knows a real champion, after he becomes champion, defends his title. Now, it was whack what the IBF did, stripping Terrence Crawford of the IBF title. But you have the opportunity to get it back if you want. And no, I do not believe that Terrence Crawford versus Boots Ennis is a small fight. That's a big fight. Everybody would want to see that. The fans want to see that. That's a big fight. Just like how Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia is a big fight. Ryan Garcia is promoting the daylights out of that fight. And it's funny as hell what he's saying. A lot of things he says are true, and some of the things he's just bluffing. But it's all, I guarantee you, it's all rehearsed. It's all from a script. Okay? It's all scripted. So, Ryan's not crazy. Ryan isn't losing his mind as much as people think. It's a method to the madness. It reminds me of what Tyson Fury would do. He's probably pulling a page out of Tyson Fury's book, if I'm not mistaken. But the point I'm making is, it's so ironical. Errol gave you your shot. You can't give Boots his shot. Errol was everything. He had all the money. He was the A side. He made concessions so you could get paid. You can't do that for another fighter to make the fight happen that the fans want to see. You can't do that. Terrence Bud Crawford in a division where you still reside and hold belts. If you're not at 147, relinquish all the belts. Stop cluttering up the space and move up. Don't hug the belts. If you're not at 147 and you're now at 154, then move up and stop wasting people's time. We hear rumors that he wants to face Tim Tszyu, or the winner of Tim Tszyu, Keith Thurman. If that's your goal, to face somebody else who's not as skilled, not as versatile, not the biggest threat to you, then do it. Nobody's going to say nothing. Keith Thurman's a very good opponent if he beats Tim Tszyu, which I think he's going to do. I think Keith Thurman's going to beat Tim Tszyu. I may be wrong, but I think so. And then you can get your opportunity, Terrence Crawford, to face Keith Thurman, which you would clean up basically all the 147 pounders. The only other 147 pounder you wouldn't have fought would have been Danny Garcia. Fair enough. Boots is of another generation. We'll give you a pass on that. But at this point in time, telling me about going after Canelo, and you want the Canelo fight, and the Canelo at 168, when you got a fighter right in your division, Boots Ennis, knocking on your door, seems a bit hypocritical to me. It seems a bit hypocritical. So, Bernie, the boxing bully or whatever his name is, needs to stop chirping like a chihuahua, trying to correct Floyd Mayweather when he don't even understand what Floyd Mayweather was saying. If I was Bernie the boxing bully, I would shut the fuck up. Because I don't understand what Floyd was saying. Floyd is basically saying to Terrence Crawford, oh, you want to jump up to 168? You want to fight Canelo? Well, there's another fighter there. David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? It's David Benavidez up on top of there. Floyd isn't trying to get Terrence Crawford to lose. It's wrong. Y'all don't understand what he's saying. He's saying you ready to go as far away from 147 as you possibly can. He's calling this bluff. He's saying you're a punk and a coward right now. Go face the man you're supposed to face. You're supposed to be the unified world champion. You're supposed to be the undisputed champion. Why are you not defending your undisputed status? Why are you not trying to get back your IBF title? So you really is the man. You only need one defense and go after the biggest, baddest guy that everybody says is bad. Go after Boots. Why are you not going after him? If you really the man, you go after Boots. You're not trying to go as far away from 147 as you possibly can to get a supposed cash grab. You can get your ass knocked out. That's what you can get. Or you're going to get beat the fuck up. Worse than Jermell Charlo. If you go up. And by the way, for those of you out there who don't know, Canelo's going to stop Jaime Munguia. It's going to stop him. Okay? He has too many defensive holes. He's going to get stopped. Okay? If y'all don't know that, Canelo about to look super good against Jaime Munguia. Super good. Okay? Just for the record. All right, this stream is going on a little too long, but it's the irony of the situation. I got so much more I want to say, but I'm going to stop the stream at 12 minutes. What you need is out. Peace.